Hello everyone, my name is Alberto, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're sort of going back to the pans that I color blocked together, and we're Frankensteining another pair because I was cleaning my wardrobe and I found a bunch of stuff that I didn't wear or didn't fit me right, so since it's not ruined or broken or anything, I just thought let's try to make something out of it. So didn't really have a plan. I just thought I would take them apart slightly, meaning that unstitch like the belt loops and stuff like that, but not really take off belts or unstitch anything else, just because I was a bit lazy. But I decided to do something relatively simple, so just a couple vertical cuts. So I started sort of playing around with it and kind of deciding where I would cut, and then trying to report the same measurements onto the other side, trying to keep it sort of symmetrical. It's a bit difficult with denim because the zipper's in the center, but the outside of the zipper is not. But just measuring from the sides and trying to keeping it identical, let's say. I shortened them as well because I thought, oh, let's make shorts. It's super hot. I recently threw away a bunch of shorts I had because of reasons. So I decided kind of what I wanted to do while I was doing it. So I decided I wanted to keep this denim in the center, and that's why I just cut through the pockets. And then I basically lazily cut the back the same exact way. Because again, it's not super precise or anything, it's just kind of doing it as it happens, let's say. Then I put it on the other pair and basically marked where my cut was, and then added some extra because the problem also was that they didn't fit me, so I had to add extra fabric. So I did that and basically did cut the other pair the exact same way. As you see here, I added like 3 centimeters because then they overlap. So in the end, it's about 1.5 centimeters extra-ish. And then at the beginning, I left this other pair longer because I had an idea of doing like an uneven hem, but then I was like, no, that's stupid, let's not do that. So I just sort of decided to do this. And since I wanted a clean edge on the external parts, let's say, I just overlocked everything because I decided the central part with the regular denim would be sort of raw edge. So I overlocked the one that would be inside, and then I'm basically just gonna place the other one on top and just stitch it on. So I've never done this like on purpose, so it's kind of experimenting, but I did sort of a double stitch line just to give it some extra strength, and then did some extra stitching in places like the belt where you have, again, extra pulling, so just to make sure they wouldn't come apart. And then I just put them together. In my case, it was a bit annoying because since I did different hems, I had to check that the measurements were correct. But in the end, I didn't like that, and I had to cut the extra, so, you know, could have avoided to do that and just stitch them together normally. But, you know, this was just experimenting and sort of playing around with it. Wasn't a big deal, so I was kind of making it up as I was going. So yeah, put them together, I reattached the little belt loop that I took apart as well. And that's it. So I quickly steamed them and pressed them as I was going. As you can see, the difference is not, I don't know, different length. I wasn't feeling it, so I ended up straightening up the hem and just cutting all the extra, and then hem them normally. They look very early 2000, but I'm kind of okay with that. For the hem, again, I just overlocked all around, and then I moved to the regular sewing machine and just sort of stitched onto it, but I forgot to film it, so this is how it looks. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, bit of finishing, snipping extra threads, and steaming or pressing it. This is how they look. I am pretty happy with it, but I thought to do something a bit more, and again, just embracing the early 2000s, I thought let's add some extra pockets on the side with the denim, so we kind of like get a bit more of denim. So I cut some extra pieces from from the bottom part of the leg and of the original denim, and then I am going to basically fray and distress all these edges. So to do the pockets, I just cut a random piece. It's not even straight. It's fine. Again, forgot to film it, but basically I did the same thing as the bottom hem. So overlocked the edge, turn it around, and just stitched it down. And then I'm kind of just placing it on the side and stitching it down. Normally you would do this when you have the pant leg still open, but in my case, I mean, I could have thought about it before, but I didn't, so it's fine. Kind of just placing it there, and it's just top stitched the same way as the center is, which is just leaving some random extra fabric to fray. And this is how they look. So now, again, some extra cleaning up of different threads and bits that come out, and then we'll start sort of picking at it and unraveling. This is more of a personal thing because it could be finished nicely, or even you could put like a bias tape on top, something like that would just clean it up. Some like pleather one maybe, that would work. You could stitch them normally, of course, but if you have this extra, either you just leave it, and with a couple washes in the washing machine it kind of does its own thing, or I took this I think it's like a foot scraper, not used for that obviously. That's what I use for like denim jackets and stuff because it's super abrasive, but you can use sandpaper as well. That works with like a nice grit, and then you just basically go ham and distress as much as you can, and that's it really. It's up to you, it just depends on how much distressing you like. You can go to like keep going until you get like actual holes, or you can just sort of scrape it around, do just the edges. In the beginning they will look slightly more sort of fuzzier. After, again, they get like a strong wash in the washing machine. Since it's denim, it can stand high temperatures and all of that. It's gonna become a bit more even, let's say, and look better. But yeah, this is the final result. Again, very early 2000, but I'm very happy with it. It's just playing around with fabrics and old clothes in order to reuse them, which I think is pretty cool. I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. It's a great help for me. And I'll see you next time. Bye, have a great day.